All right, so check it out. I just had a little epiphanic moment about what I was talking about with how we all have our gifts and our unique inherent like abilities and what God gave us. But then I was thinking, then there's the like the intricacies, just the isms of things, and like just how you like tap in. Well, you used to go to you wouldn't go to school in the old days. Like you would find there would be apprenticeship. So like in Italy, I think is where it started. Um, they started like apprenticeships and everything like in the after the Dark Ages, in the Renaissance and all that, and so you would apprentice under a master, like a master builder or a farmer, or anything, and you would just that's how you would develop, or that you would pass on the knowledge and through apprenticeship. But if you just find out what like there's just an inherent like intricate nature to certain things like forestry, and like or just management, of like different things, and just like cleaning. I learned like when I was working as a cleaner that just like learning how to clean things, and like that over time you learn the humility in it, and it's like you just get good at it, and it's like you start to respect a clean environment. And it's like how God's people were told to stay away from the unclean and to keep remain clean, is because even though, and like we're not under the law, but it's still like to show that God godliness is cleanliness. So but like, yeah, like if you can tap into that intricate nature of this world, and how God designed it, of like a thing and like how it operates, or then that's like the first step to just figuring out where you fit it into the grand scheme. But also like if you start to submit to God, He's going to direct your life as well, and that it works in tandem. It's like if you want a relationship, if you want family, which most people do, because we're social creatures, tribal creatures, so by nature, and yeah, if you can tap into that by knowing who you are on the inside, not just on the outside, and what you were given, like a name and all that, but also figure out what just, because otherwise you're gonna be so sorry for it later down, and it's gonna just like you're gonna regret being in the wrong job or whatever, or the wrong relationship, and then you're gonna have to get a divorce or whatever, and so the kids are gonna suffer, and it's been an epidemic, for the last decades. There's always something that the previous generation leaves to the next, that because they didn't want to own up or something in some area, even though they did something good, or their generation always has to do something, for the rest of the world, kind of like they're called to own the problem of the day or the era, So yeah, you gotta tap into that. What's or and that you'll notice, like maybe you could do that better, or you like the way people do something when you see them work, and so you think, wow, they'd be great to work with, or I don't know. It's just, and I think that's built into us too, is unique human beings. Every one of us is like, we all were meant for something like that, and in the next life as well, when this world is over with, because it will end. It's like I'm not trying to pray that for God to save it, because I know he has to judge it. So but at the same time, I'm not going to go pointing fingers and starting wars on my own. That's where you need to give it to God and see. We wage war not against the flesh, but in the spirit. So, and also again, like spiritually, who are you on the inside? And what can you give back to God and to man? You know, how can you serve God while you have to, you know, be in the world too, and you have to survive. So.